It said that there, sit down. It said that there was a people that had came out of bondage. And the Bible goes on to say that they covered the face. This is why the king wanted them to be cursed, because the king said that they covered the face of the earth. That's something about God's people. Every time you see God's people, if you want to know if they're blessed, see if they're multiplying. Come on. I don't have no help in here. If you want to know if they're blessed, see if they're multiplying. See if they're going to get others just like them. See if they're reaching for someone else beside. See if they're working in the community. See if they're showing up at the shelter. See, if you want to find a blessed people, you will find a blessed people that's always multiplying. The Bible said right here that these people right here, they weren't dying, they was multiplying. They just like baby kids. They can't die, they was multiplying. Every time they looked around, they was multiplying. God has always done this for his people. Do you remember when they were in Egypt and God wanted them to multiply? And so it seemed as if the women, when they became pregnant, that God gave them easy pregnancies. You don't hear me in here. The babies wouldn't even cry when they was born. The women would get up the very next day and go back to work. It was because the enemy was looking for the babies, but God had a way of covering. Is there anyone that God has covered in this house today? God had a way of covering so they couldn't even find the babies. God has always had a way of blessing his people. He's always had a way of letting them multiply. This very same fact right here, it almost got Moses killed because Moses was in Egypt and he learned all the things of the Egyptians, but then God took him from Egypt and set him in the desert. Is there anybody in the house tonight that feel like they ever been set in the desert? I like when God does that, because whenever God sets you in the desert, it's not to kill you, it's not to take you out, it's not to mess you up, it's for you to unlearn everything that you have learned so you can learn something different. Yeah, when Moses got to the desert, he learned that everything that he had learned in Egypt, all the algebra couldn't work in the desert. Scorpions don't speak hieroglyphics. Everything that he had learned when he was in Egypt, he couldn't use while he was in the desert. He couldn't use those things, and every now and then God will put you in a place where it will make it seem like you're in a desert place, but it's only because he's trying to show you something different that you've never seen before. He will send you into a place like that to make you realize that there's something new that I'm getting ready to do in your life. If I was you, I would lean over and touch someone and say, God is trying to do something new in your life. And that's why he has you in the place that you're in. If you know it, so raise your hands and tell them yes. Yeah.